This is significant. This is one of Prince Harry's many court cases. This was his legal challenge against the Home Office and its decision to remove his automatic police protection when he was in the UK. Now, he argued that the decision, which was taken back in February 2020, so after him and Meghan had decided to leave the UK and leave their lives, most importantly, as working royals, he said the decision made was unjustifiably less favourable to him when it came to his security. He said that RAVEC, which is this very secretive committee that makes these decisions, had failed to follow its own written policy and that it hadn't taken into account the impact of any a successful attack on Prince Harry, the impact of such an attack. Now, the Home Office had said that they hadn't acted unlawfully, that Prince Harry, because he was no longer a working royal and was spending most of his time in the US, it meant there was a material change to his position, that unlike the King, Prince William and other senior royals, he wouldn't get automatic security, that his would be decided on a case-by-case basis, that he would have this bespoke arrangement. So that doesn't mean that Prince Harry comes to the UK and has no security, but it isn't automatic, so the decision has to be made. Harry had said this uncertainty over a case-by-case basis meant he wouldn't feel safe bringing his family to the UK. But today we've had the judgment, and the judge decided in favour of the Home Office that there had been no unlawful decision-making when it came to that decision, that any departure from policy was justified. The decision, the judge said, was not marred by procedural unfairness. So this will be a blow to Prince Harry. He had hoped to have the original decision thrown out and retaken, but the judge has decided in favour of the Home Office today.
Laura, will this be an expensive case for Prince Harry?
All these cases are expensive, aren't they? We know Harry has had significant wins in his case against Mirror Group newspapers. He won a huge amount of money and then settled for some more money as well. He did lose an earlier case. He had sued the publishers of the Daily Mail over an article that was written about his case with the Home Office. But this has never been about the money for Harry, as we've been saying. That's not really the issue at play here. Security has been a big issue for him, though. This idea that he didn't feel safe bringing his family back to the UK because he didn't get police protection in the same way. I mean, he said in a statement, most of this case was heard in private, actually, back in December. The bit we did hear was this personal statement from Harry saying how him and Meghan had felt forced to leave the UK, that it was with great sadness they'd done so, that Harry had hoped that his children, Archie and Lilibet, would be able to feel as at home in the UK as they do in the US, but it simply wasn't possible for him to bring his family back to the UK as a result of this. Where this leaves Harry for the future and future visits, including his family, who knows at the moment. But certainly this is not the outcome he would have been hoping for.
What are the outstanding cases? You mentioned on the phone hacking one that he won one part of it and then he settled for a big chunk of the outstanding part of it. What's still pending?
Yeah, so he still has two outstanding, not quite phone hacking, but cases along privacy cases with two other newspaper groups. So we're expecting, not this year, but next year, proceedings to start in seriousness with those if they get that far. So there's one against News Group, publishers of The Sun and the now defunct News of the World, and then also with associated publishers of the Daily Mail, Mail Online and Mail on Sunday as well. A variety of celebrities involved in that Mail Online, associated newspapers rather case. That was Prince Harry arriving for one of those hearings in about this time last year. But that's going to be a very high-profile case. It involves the like of Elton John as well. But that's quite far down the road at the moment. I mean, those are the two outstanding cases he has. But, I know many people roll their eyes when they hear that the words Prince Harry court case, because we've seen and heard so much from him. But these cases really do matter to Harry. The security thing is a big issue, as I said, but I think those outstanding privacy cases are the ones that will really matter more to him.